Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
First delivery, gets what's needed. If that's what oneoutdon'ts.com.
Limited, no matter where you at, that NYC,
defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back and they get after quarterbacks.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Now he's going to break the pocket. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Hard-hitting tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got it.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense and you're formatting them and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's low. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The Buckeyes pick up the 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. 1st down.
Good timing on the quick out. Down the lip.
I saw North Korea leg. Dudley was gone. Crazy. Killing.
Room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, I understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big two-star D linemen. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He turns it loose to the left. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got a man, it's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Porter. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is,
That KD team was crazy. That KD team was different. Yeah, that's a different squad, bro. That's why Ron and Kyrie so good, bro. Because they made them form that shit, bro. Y'all got to build this, bro, to get me out. I agree. Because that was the only
coaches are going to dial up plays intended.
Yeah, people feel about those years being swapped with who should want to shit, like you said. That team, bro, they would have rendered that when I said they get those shit for sure. Yeah, but once you're at that point of the journey, and the way they shoot the ball, bro, they got a chance. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yes, top 5 pick. Kyrie Irving, number 1 pick. LeBron Jackson, number 1 pick. Like, man, that J.R. Smith was up his lottery. That was top. That was first rounders. I can't go to you. You gotta show me that other round. Go to that Warriors team. Nothing. Draymond Green, a second round pick. Yeah, but Klay Thompson was louder than Steph was louder. Yeah. They're like round one. First round. Yeah. But if you go that's the lottery. But if you go
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Gashing the D on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game. They're being aggressive. They're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for space. It's ball. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Buckeyes are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Floating away. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Snagged in the middle, it's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass.
Touchdown, Ohio State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Complete to start this drive. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment. There he goes! All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The Ducks come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Moore will throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. To throw, it's St. Clair. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter.
Taking it the other way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Sings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the run, it's Harris. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. When they run again, you're going to force them to pass the football.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Yeah, I don't don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but it'll be stopped inches short.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the...
Gashes him in the middle. The 30. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to the Red Hawks of Miami.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the mountain.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 40. Fires to the big fella. And he solid pickup there.
It's a riddle. Who gave you the Royals? And I was in the bottom for a little. Some shit was Jordan was doing the layup.